Hello guys, welcome to the Fight Tonight channel. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. I really want to get 3000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. It's so close, thanks for supporting me guys. The head of the Golden Boy Promotions promotion company, Oscar De La Hoya, admitted that he considers WBA Regular lightweight champion Jervonta Davis the most spectacular fighter of our time. According to the promoter, that is why he is sure that the fight with his ward Ryan Garcia will cause a big stir. I like this guy, especially I like to watch his fights. He is the most explosive and spectacular fighter to date. That's why he sells arenas. But now he has to face Ryan Garcia, who is a big guy and hits like a mule with both hands. Ryan is damn fast and will fight at a distance and will also be ready to go through all the rounds. It's a really good fight. The fact that Gervonta is crazy will make their confrontation even more interesting. I'm sure it will be a super fight. There will be a lot of good energy in the arena and in the ring. This is a special fight for boxing, De La Hoya said. Former world champion in 6 weight categories and successful promoter Oscar De La Hoya appreciated the performance of the WBA regular title holder American Jervonta Davis in a fight with Dominican actor Ryan Garcia. Oscar admitted that Gervonta fought with a strong opponent, but believed that he is far from the level of his ward Ryan Garcia. I think it was a great performance. You have to take into account the fact that Gactor was a champion, as well as his past performances, and the fact that he was a little bigger. But in fact, I was surprised. I was surprised that sometimes it was really difficult for Gervonta. He couldn't hold his opponent or catch him. In addition, he himself missed several significant blows and was marked. I'm not saying that his opponent was not of the elite level, but this is far from the level of Ryan Garcia, De La Hoya said. Let's remind that Jervonta Davis and actor Ryan Garcia had a fight on January 7th at the Capital One Arena in Washington, United States. The American won by a technical knockout in the 9th round. After the fight, Gactor said that he suspected Davis' team of fraud. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. If you really enjoy the content, then please subscribe to my channel and keep watching the videos. If you are subscribed, then receive notifications about the release of new videos. You do not even have to look for anything personally. I really want to get 3000 subscribers on my channel. I'm trying very hard absolutely every day and I need your support. Your likes, comments, reposts to social networks. Thanks for supporting me guys. The biggest Las Vegas venue is at least a possible site for a huge boxing event headed to the fight capital of the world. I learned that Al Haymon's premier boxing champions and his company's promotional partners will explore the viability of bringing the Jervonta Davis-Ryan Garcia fight to Allegiant Stadium once their contracts are finalized. The home of the NFL's Las Vegas Raiders has not hosted a boxing show since it opened in 2020, but it could accommodate more than 70,000 fans for fight. The other two venues that could host the Davis-Garcia card, which is targeted to take place on April 15, are T-Mobile Arena and MGM Grand. High-profile fights are regularly brought to those two arenas in Las Vegas, but both hold far fewer fans than Allegiant Stadium. T-Mobile Arena's capacity for boxing is slightly more than 22,000, whereas MGM Grand Arena can hold almost 70,000 at its fullest. A site won't be a solid fit for Davis Garcia until their deal for this Showtime pay-per-view main event is completed. That hadn't happened yet as of Wednesday morning, but representatives for Davis and Garcia have exchanged revised versions of their contracts, and there aren't any issues that are expected to prevent them from fighting next. An official announcement could come as soon as the next week, barring any unforeseen snags. Assuming it happens, the 12th round 136-pound bout between Baltimore Davis and Garcia of Victorville, California, could stand as the biggest boxing match in the United States in this year. Davis, 28, has developed into one of boxing's biggest draws in the United States and has sold out various arenas throughout the country. The left-handed knockout artist's more recent fight, a 9th-round technical knockout of previously undefeated actor Ryan Garcia on January 7, attracted a capacity crowd of 90,000 to the capital one evening in Washington. That card generated more than 5 million in ticket sales. Davis' first pay-per-view main event, a 6th-round knockout of Leo Santa Cruz in October 2020, was held at an indoor venue comparable in size to Allegiant Stadium. Alamo Dome in San Antonio can hold nearly 70,000 for boxing. Restrictions at the time limited the socially distanced crowd for the Davis Santa Cruz card. Garcia, 24, also has a substantial fan base and should help Davis shatter his most successful pay-per-view performance to date. Davis' 6th-round knockout of rival Rolly Romero last May 28 at Barclays Center in Brooklyn reportedly generated a little less than 250,000 buys. That stands as Davis' highest total out of the pay-per-view shows. He has a headline since October 2020. Garcia will compete in a pay-per-view main event for the first time. Fighter of the month, Jervonta Davis continues to dominate. Actor Ryan Garcia was one of the hottest fighters in the world going into his fight with Gervonta Davis. The Dominican stunned the boxing world by outpointed an unbeaten Chris Colbert in February of last year, and then did the same against Roger Gutierrez to win a 130-pound title in August. Former world champion in 6 weight categories and successful promoter Oscar De La Hoya appreciated the performance of the WBA Regular title holder American Jervonta Davis in a fight with Dominican actor Ryan Garcia. Oscar admitted that Gervonta fight with a strong opponent, but believed that he is far from the level of his word Ryan Garcia. I think it was a great performance. You have to take into account the fact that actor was a champion, as well as his past performances, and the fact that he was a little bigger. But in fact, I was surprised. I was surprised that sometimes it was really difficult for Gervonta. He couldn't hold his opponent or catch him. In addition, he himself missed several significant blows and was marked. I'm not saying that his opponent was not of the elite level, but this is far from the level of Ryan Garcia, De La Hoya said. Let's remind that Gervonta Davis and the actor Ryan Garcia had a fight on January 7th at the Capital One Arena in Washington, United States. The American won by technical knockout in the 9th round. After the fight, actor said that he suspected Davis' team of fraud. Oscar De La Hoya is more than confident that his worst fight against compatriot Gervonta Davis, scheduled for April 15th but not yet officially announced, will definitely take place. I can assure you that the fight will take place on April 15th, 100%, a promoter said. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.